Hi, I'm Rebecca Gordon.
I'm Sylvia Gordon.
And on this issue of the Sisters of Selling, we're going to talk about Medicare and Medicaid, specifically what happens when you lose your Medicaid. So, Sylvia, this is a hot topic, confusing as all get out. What is the problem?
Okay, let's go to the whiteboard. The problem is not everybody, but a lot of people that are on Medicaid, when they approach Medicare, their state Medicaid goes, "Oh, you got Medicare now. You have other health insurance," and they kick them off Medicaid.
Okay.
So then they're getting a bill for their Medicare Part B.
Mm-hmm.
They're paying full cost for their drugs, and they're paying their 20% on Medicare. And they're like, "What happened? I didn't do anything."
You know, I would naturally think if I had somebody aging in and they've been on Medicaid, that they're naturally going to go on a D-SNP.
Hopefully.
But that's not going to happen if you lose your Medicaid.
Right. So, one, there's a problem where they're on Medicaid. Most people on Medicaid have taken Social Security early. So when they get closer to 65, they don't have to do anything. They automatically get their Medicare A and B card 3 months in advance. Now, if you have trained your clients to call you, then that is a perfect time you can catch this. You can fix this. Typically, your client doesn't call you, you know.
But how do you catch?
And then you're trying to fix the problem.
How are you catching that they're kicked off Medicaid?
You're not catching that they were kicked off because we don't know if they will. We just know like 80% of people get kicked off.
Okay.
A big percentage get kicked off, and we don't want our clients to get kicked
Right.
off. So if they get kicked off, they got to pay these full things until they get it fixed.
Which could take up to...
I mean, let's just
whatever.
Let's say it only takes 30 days. That's still 30 days. They got to pay that stuff, and they don't have the money.
Right.
They cannot
Right.
pay for their drugs. They can't see their doctor. So the solution is before their Medicare start date, apply for LAS. You don't have to apply for LAS for people on Medicaid. If you have Medicaid, you automatically have LAS. So most agents would be like, "I wouldn't apply.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to apply." You're doing it to cover your butt because
Right.
the state's computer system
It'll automatically...
is glitching with federal Medicare, and this is what's happening.
And have you ever... to apply for LIS is super easy. It's like 5
Right.
questions.
It's just that why would I apply for LAS for my client that's already on Medicaid?
Right.
They already are going to get LAS. So this is field knowledge. We've been in the field.
Yeah. This is how to protect your client from, my God.
And it takes 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, if that.
Okay, so let's say your client is on a D-SNP. Okay, they had their Medicaid, they got their Medicare, we got through that. They were the 15% that had no problems. You sold them a D-SNP, and now they lose their Medicaid. Now, they could have lost their Medicaid. The common one that happens to me is they get a little inheritance.
Right.
Something little, but they don't know it wasn't very much money, but they're like, "I just got this letter. This can't be right. There's no way I lost my Medicaid." Yeah, baby, you lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they lost it and they want to get it back,
Mm-hmm.
what's the rule?
They have 6 months.
Right. So they call that a deemed plan.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I bought a United Healthcare D-SNP plan, I don't qualify for a D-SNP anymore. But I can keep it. Now it's called deemed. I can keep it for 6 months. But I got to pay for it.
You got to pay for... Yeah, and that's what's really interesting. When you look at the D-SNP plans, typically you think there's 0 premium. But you always see a small amount listed. And that's always been confusing, like $29. So that is the price you would pay if you fall in that deemed amount.
Right. So if you lost your Medicaid, now you have to pay the monthly premium.
And the copays.
And all the copays.
So basically you have 6 months to reapply for Medicaid and get approved.
Get it fixed.
And then come off the deemed
Get
status.
it fixed. Now, if you have to pay your own bills in that 6 months and you get it fixed, they will come back and
make you whole, right?
Yeah. But these are people that are very low income, that when this happens, the world is ended, right?
Absolutely.
And then the agents, are calling us going, "What happened?" Unless you only sell in this market and you're an expert with this market, you don't know what just happened. And just agents that would be like, "I don't understand this D-SNP. Why does this D-SNP say it costs $32 a month?"
Right.
Because if they're on Medicaid, they don't pay. They have to put the price there.
In case they fall in the deemed period.
Well, then, yeah, and the price is for the Part D, just FYI. That's for the Part D, which is picked up on that side. So I never thought we'd do a whole episode on Medicaid.
I'm
but
exhausted.
we did it. We did it.
I'm exhausted.
Another thing about Medicaid is if agents only work in their state and they get familiar with, let's say, Indiana Medicaid. Indiana Medicaid's very hard to get.
Right. You could go to Illinois. It could be a lot easier. Each state's different. Is that your cell phone?
Stop.
517 to scanner control. 517 to scanner control.
Indiana Medicaid is very hard to get.
Yeah, they have one of the lowest thresholds in the entire market. It's very hard to get Medicaid in Indiana.
It's like under $15,000 of income a year.
You start looking at more of the blue states that are a lot more Medicaid friendly.
So like for Indiana, it might be, you can't make 15, but in Illinois, you might be able to make 20. And it might be 17 in Ohio. It's all the surrounding states.
So the point of that you're making
you can
is
make a little bit more than here.
Every state is different. If you've mastered Indiana and you start writing business in Ohio, the rules are different.
And that's what happens. Agents are like, yeah, I just got my non-resident.
fine.
I just got my non-resident in Kentucky. Kentucky Medicaid is very different. Indiana Medicaid is very stripped down. So we might not have any dental, might not have any vision, we might have, but in Kentucky, well, let's say Illinois. Illinois, you can get everything, right? Or Wisconsin,
I don't know.
the blue states, you can get a lot of stuff. So,
Oregon.
like I said, Medicare is federal, okay? You learn Medicare,
is state.
Medicaid is state. I hope you guys learned something. This wasn't too painful. If you sell in a decent market, these things are going to happen to you. Guaranteed. Hope you're better prepared to deal with the fallout when your clients panic.
Be proactive. We gave you a great tip on how to be proactive.
Sign up for LAS.
Hit us up in the comments if you have any questions or concerns. Please subscribe to our channel. Have a great day and good selling.
Thank you.